Well, I'm going to show you guys something a little bit different. It's called the Spring Riffle, and it's taking the cards and it's just bringing them out and making them riffle together. Precursor, I'm not the best at it, but I do know how the principles work on it. I do know what it should look like, and I can do it teaching you effectively on how to get the shuffle done. Now, to perfect it and make it clean and to make it smoother, this is something that's going to take time. And remember, this is a card magic journey that I'm inviting all of you guys on. So please bear with me, learn the basics, learn the ideas, and if you can figure out a better way to do this, please put in the comments below and let me know how it's done. So now let's break this down, and I'll show you guys exactly how to do this technique called the Spring Riffle Shuffle. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the cards in the dealer's grip, and I'm just going to set them down and take off roughly about half the cards, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. It does not really matter. And if we're going to learn this in stages here. So the first part, I'm just going to throw these aside. We're not even going to worry about that bottom deck. The first part we're going to worry about is the Spring Shuffle. And there's a couple of different ways you could do it. You could do it the cards, you know, up on top, and it's a little bit harder for me to do it that way because they all group off. But the easiest way that I have found to do it is grasping the cards by the corner of the deck. Okay, so we have it on our middle finger on this corner, we have our thumb on this corner. Thumb can be a little bit deeper, meaning it's a little bit off the edge of the cards, but the big thing here is making sure that that middle finger is pretty much even with the bottom of the cards there. Okay, I'm going to bend the cards. So I'm trying to touch corner to corner, well, obviously not touching, but we're trying to get it there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to let them riffle off one at a time there, okay? And all you're doing is just leaving your middle finger just slide up a little bit, okay? So that's all I want you to do to practice this technique to start off with, is just that spring portion of the trick here, okay? Just coming in and springing them off, okay? And what I have found is you're going to start with your hand relatively low to the platform that you're using, your tabletop. You're going to start with your hand a little bit lower, but as you get going, you're going to be raising that hand up in order to get them to come off flat, okay, if that makes sense. And I'll show you that on the next part of the trick here, okay? So we're going to come in, and we start with the dealer's grip. I can come in and take the cards off this way and set them down, or I can come in and set them down right here and grab half of the cards as well. Again, we're going to set up for here our Spring Riffle Shuffle position, and all we're doing is we're bending those cards so they look like this.
Do you want to master card magic faster? Grab my free First 100 Techniques PDF. It's your step-by-step guide to building real magician control. Download it now and start practicing smarter today. Click in the link in the description below to get your free copy. Now let's get back to it.
The next part is coming in and actually taking the cards, and all we're doing is just our regular riffle shuffle. Okay, I have my index finger down. I have these down on the back side, on the front side here, so that way the cards don't slide away. And I'm just grasping the deck with my thumb, and I'm just gonna riffle them off with that thumb. And that's the second part of learning this trick. Okay, again, this next part is now where we are having to learn better as we go through. And remember, this is a journey. I'm learning 2 different techniques or tricks each week, and I'm presenting them to you guys, whether it's polished or not. Again, the ideas are there, the way to do it is there. You need to be able to look past the polished that all these other channels have that I don't have, and see how the technique is done. Just remember that, okay? So we're gonna come in, we're gonna drop the cards, we're gonna come in and grab our spring position, okay? I'm gonna come in, start with the riffle up, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide some cards in as I go. And as if you saw that, my hands started going like this, so we can get them to slide in. To finish it off, all we do is our normal squaring technique that we would with our riffle shuffle. So this is our normal squaring technique. We riffle shuffle, we slide them together, and we remember in the riffle shuffle, and I'll leave a link in the top right corner there how to do the normal riffle shuffle. Okay, so all we're doing is we're coming in, we're going to spring the cards. Again, start riffling. And every time is a little bit different when I do it. But the whole idea is this is kind of a flourish type thing. It's kind of a way to shuffle the cards that's different than what you normally do. It's something that you can do to razzle and dazzle. If I can get this down perfect, where they actually go in right in place, it's just like a regular ruffle shuffle. That'd be awesome. But it's just something different. It's something to say, hey, I have no control over these cards. You know, but here's the cool thing is you can actually throw control into the cards with this. So for example, let's say we want to keep the 7 of hearts on the bottom of the deck here, okay? So I'm going to come in, I'm going to go, and I'm going to get this riffle shuffle going, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bottom cards down already, and I'm just going to shuffle in. I don't really care how they go in here, okay? As long as I keep that 7 of hearts on the bottom of the deck, okay? So I'm going to come in, I'm just going to do old school, rearranging the cards. I'm not even doing our nice square off here. And look what happened is I kept that 7 of hearts on the bottom. Or I want to keep the 10 of spades on top, okay? So this one, what we're going to do is we're just going to come in, again, get our spring in here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to track to see where that top card lands, okay? Right here's the top card. I'm just going to make sure that when I square the deck up, it stays on top. And they don't need to know what happens with that. So I'm just squaring the deck up here, okay? And that card is still on top. The 10 of spades is still on top. So this is a different way that you can do this and use it. So again, all it is just another way. It's another flourish. It's another technique that you can use to make it different than normal. So it looks like you have very little control over those cards. And again, on the last time, we come in, we riffle it down, and I'm going to throw the corner in this time. Okay. Come in, square the deck up, and you can go on with your technique, with your routine, however you want. So, you know, the beauty of this shuffle is not speed, it's rhythm coming in and making sure that you can, you know, get the nice rhythm in the cards there. Maybe a little bit here, a little bit there. You know, I can come in, I can readjust, I can talk to the audience. Here's another little thing that we could do is we can, you know, like I said, it's all about rhythm. We can come in, we can grab the spring here, and I don't have to spring them all off at the same time. We can do, you know, little groups at a time. So there, you know, it shows you a great example of the loss of control. And that's what we're trying to show is just, you know, naturalness here. You know, throw a couple in at a time here. And, you know, we can keep on talking and then throw some more in. And, you know, the whole guise of the shuffle here is making it sure that, make it look like you don't have control over the cards, but knowing that what we've learned so far in the journey is we can control the cards by doing whatever shuffle we want. We can control those bottom cards, we can control the top cards, and there's certain techniques that we can do to control some of the cards in the middle of the deck. But, you know, this one right here is all we're going to do is just shuffle a little bit, talk. We could do, you know, a couple more. Talk, and a couple more, throw them all in, and then come in and square the deck off, and then continue on with whatever technique or trick that we are learning at the time. You know, in our last video, we did the pinky break. So we can come in here, and I'm squaring the deck up, you know, then I can come in and do whatever I need to do, and we threw the pinky break in, you know, so all the different things can apply and be put into this technique here. Now this move might look flashy or might look messy like I'm doing it here. It depends on where you are in your training. But you know, trying to get the cards to come out and spring out is one of the coolest flourishes that you can really do. You want to make sure that you're focusing on that sound. You're focusing on that. You're not focusing on the speed. You're looking for that rhythm, that sound, how the cards come out of your hands. Now, once you get those cards to evenly spring out of your hands across the table, you're going to understand what true control of the cards feels like. This is the Spring Riffle Shuffle, and it's a simple, visual, incredibly satisfying way to riffle shuffle the cards. And if you want to see the rest of our shuffle controls, our riffle shuffle controls, click on that playlist on the right hand side there, and that'll bring you over to all the riffle type shuffles that we've done so far in our journey. Make sure that you click that subscribe button on the bottom there. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. My name is Joe. This is my card magic journey. Let's make it yours too. See you guys in the next video.